You ready?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got it first time.
Glad we're finally doing this, by the way.
Yeah, I feel really bad about how we treated him our entire friendship.
Yeah, years. It's probably a little bit overdue. I think he'll appreciate it.
Well, if you really start to think about it, we've done a lot of horrible things to him. You remember the time he couldn't afford to buy a plane ticket to go see his girlfriend.
Yes.
So we surprised him by buying him a ticket to what he thought was a trip to Germany where she's studying abroad. And it was actually a ticket to Iraq. And remember we put the ghillie suit inside of his bag.
That's right, the ghillie suit, yeah.
And I think you put in credentials.
Yeah, I got credentials, I'm a guy.
Yeah, so
G. Wimple.
He was there for 2 years.
Oh, and there was a time we, my cousin works for Channel 3 News. Somehow we got him to make a fake news emergency broadcast that interrupted his show while he was watching it that day. It just interrupted his show just to say there's been a fatal car crash on 64 and the family driving the car was killed. That family was the Wimples.
That was one of the most horrible ones we've ever done. He thought his whole family was dead.
Yeah.
He had been needing to get away for a little while, and he said, I'm going to take a road trip by myself. I said I could change the oil on his car for him, but instead of doing that, I didn't do that at all. I cut the brake lines. He crashed into a ravine, and his car was totaled, and he ended up being in the hospital. I didn't even think he would make it out of the driveway, much less crash into a ravine, but...
Oh yeah, I don't know how
he ended up in the hospital, and we went and visited him, and then we said, this is terrible. He doesn't even know that I did that.
It was worth it though. That was hilarious. Oh, do you remember the time we legally adopted 3 Malaysian boys in his name?
Yeah.
They just showed up at his door. What's this?
We were watching the Preds game, and he was like, dude, I wish I could play hockey.
Yes,
and I was like, you really want to play hockey? And then the next day, he woke up with a roller skate attached to his foot. We stitched it on there.
We took a needle and threaded through his skin.
He's such an idiot. He literally cannot say anything around us without us misconstruing it or making him look like a moron. He's just a stupid person. Why are we even apologizing to him? Like, seriously.
That reminds me of the time he was asleep with his mouth open, so I said, Kyle, I'm gonna pee in his mouth. You come over here and you just get a staple gun, lift up his shirt and just start stapling his stomach while I pee into his mouth. He didn't wake up for like 10 minutes of us doing that. It took him 10 minutes for him to realize, hey, something's not right.
Well, when you're a full-blown alcoholic, you don't wake up.
I can't believe I never told you about this.
What is it?
For the past decade, I've slowly been manipulating him, subliminal type stuff, to make him eventually have an irrational, illogical fear of jars of peanut butter because he thinks a hand is going to pop out of it and grab him.
That's brilliant.
To this day, he won't go near a jar of peanut butter. I can't believe I never told you about that. I'm not going to tell him that was me when we apologize. I'm going to let that one keep going. Yeah.
So you did this you've been doing this for a decade, you said?
Yeah, it's been about a decade.
You've only known her for like 4 years.
That's besides the point, really. Well, there's also that time I pushed him down that flight of like 25 stairs.
That's great. That's kind of like the time we pushed him down that elevator.
I forgot about that.
I'm really gonna miss this stuff. Well, hopefully his flyers will cheer him up, and we'll accept our apology. And, we can be better friends.
Yeah, I know. It's great. As long as he actually believes us and realizes that we're not going to do this stuff to him anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, hey man, we didn't know you were busy right now. We'll come back later. Don't worry about it. It's not a good time right now.
Okay.
Kill me, kill me.